we're back to fragrance. Yep, we're back to fragrance. I'm actually doing this video right now because I did not realize that the Fenty fragrance was limited edition, which means it won't be around for long. So however many units they made, once they sell out, they sell out, and it's currently already sold out on Sephora, but you can still purchase this fragrance on the Fenty Beauty website. And so I want to go ahead and start off by, in case for those of you who didn't watch my prior video, it's a Stanley cup. I'm gonna get questions I know about. I know it. This is the Cloud color, could be found at Dick's Sporting Goods if it's still available. Don't come at me in the comments if it's sold out. You blame those people that buy in bulk, okay, and try to resell it for you at double what it cost. Okay, so this is considered a warm floral, but the quote that Rihanna attached to this fragrance was, "This exudes everything I feel, everything I am, and everything I want to be." So this fragrance she made for herself, from what I've been able to gather. This is her own personal, you know, scent. And she had come out with a scent last year. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but was this the same fragrance or is this a new fragrance? Because I don't remember this coming out last year at all. I don't remember seeing this bottle anywhere. Like, this is new to me. But here is the beautiful amber bottle. There has been quite a lot of controversy with this warm floral fragrance. It only comes in one size. It is a 2.5 fluid ounces, so it's not your typical large 3.4 bottle that you normally get, and it's not that 1.7, which tends to be the size down sometimes. It's 2.5, and the top has the Fenty logo. And there's been a lot of controversy with this fragrance. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I did not blind buy this. I actually went to the store the day it launched to smell it. I did have a gift card, so I only paid like $38 for this. And it was right before the fragrance event because I forgot that the fragrance event was gonna happen. And so I purchased it. It is what it is. I didn't pick up any fragrance during the fragrance event because, hello. But anyways, this is considered a warm floral, and I just want to go over the keynotes with you. So this bottle kind of looks like an ember, like an amber stone. It's just gorgeous. And the keynotes in this fragrance is magnolia musk, tangerine, and Bulgarian rose. And we've got some magnolia in there. I don't care what anybody says. I love this fragrance. I love it more than I expected to. And it is so unique. I literally have nothing in my collection that smells like this, nor have I smelled a fragrance similar to this. Again, not a fragrance connoisseur, but from my personal experience and all the years I've been alive, I haven't smelled anything like this. And apart from the notes, the keynotes that we have here, which is the magnolia, the musk, the tangerine, and the Bulgarian rose, you do get that rose, but really the best description I can give for this fragrance is it smells like melted milk chocolate with a hint or a dash of rose. That Bulgarian rose is like sprinkled in on top of the smell of that delicious warm milk chocolate. That's the best way that I can describe this fragrance. And I didn't know that that was a combination that I would love so much. People are savages on the internet, and a lot of people were commenting saying that this fragrance smells like cat urine. Shame on you, okay? I'm kidding, I digress. Look, fragrance is something that is so personal, and the pH of our skin has a lot to do with whether or not we're gonna like a fragrance, because you can smell something on a piece of paper and you can smell something straight from the bottle. But when you apply it and it dries down to your skin, dries down on your skin, and it plays with the chemistry of your skin, the fragrance may or may not change, and you may or may not like that change. For me personally, my pH is notorious for changing the smell of anything. I have very few fragrances that smell exactly like what I smell in the bottle when I put it on. Very few. This is one of them. The way that I smell this from the bottle and applied to my skin is identical. It doesn't change. Not once ever do I get the hint of cat urine, okay? Ever, all right? And I have a cat, so I know exactly what that smells like. This just smells so delicious. It is one of those definite like date night fragrances, but at the same time, it's one of those fragrances that makes you feel warm and cozy, yet elegant. And I don't think I've experienced that before. I think this is my first time going through that whole fragrance journey in one bottle. Price tag on this is pretty high, $140 for 2.5 fluid ounces. That's luxury brand prices, you guys. So I know that this is a pretty penny. I do not recommend that you blind buy this fragrance. I recommend that if Sephora still has the tester, which I'm sure that they do, you smell it, and if you absolutely love it, you can pick it up on the Fenty website. The Fenty website also has this fragrance as a gift set that comes with a scarf that kind of matches the color of the bottle. It's gorgeous, but I mean, I don't need the scarf, you know what I mean? I think that this fragrance is absolutely lovely, and I just wanted to get on here and just give you my overall thoughts, because I have been wearing this for the past week and a half, just because of that. I feel like that was too short of a time to add this into my monthly favorites video, and I really did want to give this its own spotlight because it is that special. I do not see myself wearing this fragrance, I would say spring or summer, because of that intense warmth that it has. It truly makes me feel so cozy, elegant, yet it smells, I don't know, it's just such a beautiful scent. It's just the way that I can describe it to you. I didn't know that when, you know, the smell of chocolate and roses could be so amazing. I could definitely see this being kind of like a unisex fragrance. I can see a man wearing this. It just depends on the occasion. Because if I'm using this as a date night fragrance, I don't think I would want to smell this on my husband, if that makes sense. And that's totally personal. I am not, because I'm not a fan of my husband wearing the same fragrance I wear. Just because I feel that unless the pH of his skin is gonna shift that fragrance to something different, I feel like because this fragrance is heavy, and it is a very strong, like True Sprays goes a long way, and we'll get to longevity in a second. I feel like it would be too much for me in the room, you know what I mean? So I technically do prefer for my husband to wear something different than what I wear. We actually do not own any unisex fragrances because of that reason. He's also very sensitive to scents, and he is extremely picky, extremely picky. He only likes like 3 or 4 scents, and don't take him out of that range, because again, he's like me, the pH of his skin completely changes the fragrance of anything. So let's get into longevity. Longevity, this lasts all day, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and tell you right now that this fragrance lasts longer than my Tom Ford and my Kayali fragrance. And I think that Kayali has a very has good longevity on my skin. And again, that is subjective. I've heard from a lot of people that they stop buying Tom Ford because it doesn't last as long on their skin. For me, fragrance brands that last a really long time on my skin would be the Louis Vuitton fragrances, the Tom Ford, granted I only own 2, the Kayali, and this Fenty one. I'm gonna obviously use this fragrance sparingly because it is limited edition, so once it's gone, it's gone, and I guess I won't be able to repurchase it again because, like I said, this is literally the first year I ever see this bottle. Supposedly she had launched a fragrance during the holidays last year, but was it like in a different packaging? Was it the same bottle? Because I've never seen this before. I've never smelled this before. And I have been a Rouge member for a while, so every time that there's a new launch, I get an email about it, and I'm pretty on top of that kind of stuff. So leave me a comment down below as what's the story with her fragrance line, and how dare she make this limited edition. This is absolutely gorgeous, but because it's a pretty penny, don't blind buy. You must smell this, and unless you're 1000% sure you're gonna love it, then you take the plunge, because $140 for 2.5 fluid ounces of, you know, a fragrance that's luxury. You're entering luxury price territory. So anywho, I wanted to keep this short and sweet. I wanted to give you my take on the Fenty Beauty fragrance because I know that you guys saw me post this on Instagram, and I just want you to know that I've been wearing it for a week and a half and I love it. I truly wear no more than 2 sprays, but normally I would just wear 1 spray because it is that intense, and it lasts such a long time on me. I love it, and I love the way that it smells when at the end of the day, when I step into the shower, the steam, it literally makes the bathroom have a slight smell of this, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So again, you guys know I am a savage of a fragrance you know, reviewer. I don't dive very deep into the history of things. I kind of just tell you what I like, and I like what I like. I'm not, you know, I like an array of different brands, so I'm not a person that is gonna sit down and read a book before I go into a store and smell something, because although I like fragrance, it's not, you know, I don't like it as much as I do makeup, you know? So I feel like I do a little bit more research on makeup than I do fragrance. With fragrance, I'm a very simple animal. I either like it or I don't, and that's as far as I go, you know? Now, I look at price tag, and if I'm entering a luxury brand price tag, for me, it's very important for a fragrance to last long. And this definitely lasts very long on my skin. Let me know if you guys pick this up. Do you feel the same way that I feel, or do you think it smells like cat urine? Because now, I mean, when I read that and how many people agreed with that comment in a video I had watched, I was just shocked. And then I just remembered, you know, I have sprayed so many fragrances that are cult favorites for a giant number of people, and I can't wear it because it smells absolutely terrible on me. Absolutely terrible. So if you bought this and you can't return it and it smells like cat urine on you, I am so sorry from the bottom of my heart, because there's nothing worse than like breaking the bank on a fragrance and not liking it. But I do recommend this. I just don't recommend you blind buy, so don't come at me in the comments, okay? This is absolutely beautiful. It is a beautiful like fall to winter fragrance, and I think that you can, you know, wear this for multiple occasions. Like, I can wear this easily to have, you know, kind of like a day out, a casual day out, you know. I don't think I would wear this to work though, because I think it's not that casual. This is definitely an elevated fragrance, and I think that it should be treated as such. And for Rihanna, who just not too long ago launched her beauty line, to dive into fragrance and to do it this well, I mean, my hat's off to her, because usually when a beauty brand comes out with a fragrance for the first time, there's a 50-50 chance that's not going to turn out that well. But I think that she did an exceptional job with this fragrance. Longevity, just everything. It's just amazing. And I heard a rumor, which I don't know if it's true, but I heard a rumor that the designer that helped design this fragrance for her actually works for, or worked for, Louis Vuitton, the Louis Vuitton fragrance line. I don't know. I heard that rumor. I don't know if that's 100% true, but if it is, then that would make sense, because I own I own 3 Louis Vuitton fragrances, and I use them sparingly just because they are very strong and they will last even after I shower. So it's something that I don't use as much because I don't need to. So that, I'm gonna stop rambling. That's my overall thoughts on this fragrance. And if you picked it up and you love it, let me know. If you picked it up and you didn't like it, I'm sorry, but I would also like to hear from you. How did your skin change this fragrance? What's the dry down for you guys? All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.